Hello, it's Sunday, it's almost 2 p.m. and guess what I'm doing instead of studying? Working on my SGA representative speech, which I've been doing for so long now instead of studying and preparing for school. But hopefully I'm all done now. I just gotta go put it together. You'd think I would be good at this because I hold a camera in my hands every day, but I think I'm so nervous about putting this video out to my class that's gonna see it and that I'm then gonna have to see for the rest of my 2 years that I wanted to look as good as it could possibly look. But at the same time, I'm spending so much time doing it. So this was my last take. I'm done. I'm just gonna put it together, and whatever it turns out to be, this is what I'm gonna submit. I said I would leave it as is and not refilm it, and guess what I've been doing for the last 20 minutes? Refilming it, because I didn't like the first one. Can you see how hot it is here right now? It's been 30 degrees in Maine, and it's probably been hot all over the country, I think. I haven't been paying attention, but it's so hot, and there's no central AC. You have to get one of those ACs that you put in the window or have a fan, which I have a fan on the ceiling. But it's not doing much. It is really hot. So I've been getting out of my room and studying at my roommate's air-conditioned room. So I'm gonna go make some dinner because I already put out the meat, so that means I have to make it. And then I'm gonna keep studying, but I'm gonna study in her room. Hi, it's Monday, 3 p.m. I decided not to go to lecture today. Lecture is 4 hours long today, and the first 4 hours we had donor lab. We also had our 2 standard quizzes today, and I didn't do as well as I did last week, but I still did fine. I passed. I think for the amount of time that I put into studying, I got a decent grade back out of it. I think you could tell that I wasn't as prepared because I did take a lot more time to myself this weekend in terms of hiking, and I played some video games one day, so I was trying to kind of relax and give myself that time to just enjoy life without schoolwork, and I think it kind of showed in my grades. So I am still working on trying to figure out the whole balance thing. I also had the whole SGA video recording and letter thing that took forever, so I think there were just a lot of time management wasn't the greatest this weekend, but I still did well, so I'm happy, or I should be happy. A pass is a pass. And so the 4-hour lecture today is not even going to be, the recording is not even going to be posted until after the lecture is complete, which is after 6 p.m. So I have these next 3 hours to kind of do whatever I want. So what I think I'm going to do is try to catch up on some of the things from last week. I'm not really behind, but there's some things that I have to watch, and I want to figure out my Anki cards, and then I'm going to try and take a nap. I'll probably see you guys once the recorded lecture is posted and when I start really studying tonight. Hello, it's only around 1 p.m. and I'm back from school. I'm trying to not go to in-person lectures this week and see how that works out for me. So far I like it because I can watch the lectures a little bit quicker, and then I'm also free to pause it and go back and try to understand material if I don't understand something. And I have my friend and my roommate to help me explain all the things that I'm not getting and that she gets. We had a histology lecture today and a C-mapping assignment, and now I'm back, and I'm currently trying to kind of organize and start studying the things from last week. And so I kind of want to explain what I'm doing. Somebody asked me to talk about how I study, and my response was that it keeps changing week to week, but I want to just show a brief overview of how I'm trying to study right now, and hopefully this works out. So first of all, these are all the lectures I have for the week. My first pass is when I watch the recording of it and take notes on the PowerPoint. Then I'm going to take them and put them into this document called the Learning Objective document that actually has questions, and then I try to fill it out from slides for the PowerPoint so it's all in one doc. And then the other thing that I try to do is go through here and unsuspend Anki cards based on like the most like the buzzwords in here, so like skin and joint infections, arthritis, gout, and then all the ones that I already pulled Anki cards from I mark, I highlight. And then my third pass ends up being me going through the ELO doc and actually reading the ELO doc and trying to answer the questions. And then hopefully somewhat of a fourth pass would be doing all the Anki cards. Right now I've been behind, and so I have a lot of Anki cards that I technically have to get through, but that's going to be, I think, just like my fourth and final pass. So currently this is how I've been trying to study. I'm done studying for the day. I'm gonna end early today so I can get some sleep. We watched the rest of the immune lecture from yesterday, and immunology is so hard and there's so much to know about it. And then tomorrow we're gonna have our specs, which is like our clinical exam where we're presented with a patient, which is just going to be someone acting, and we have to run through our exam and medical history, social history, the systems that are applicable to whatever their chief complaint. And after that we have clinical skills, and that's it. Hello, happy Wednesday. It's 4 p.m. Today we had our first mock patient assessment, and I can see why people say that this is kind of like a non-pressure, fun way to remember why you went into medicine in the first place. You basically walk into a patient room, introduce yourself, all that stuff. You ask them what brings them in today, everything related to, say, their elbow pain, and then you get some information about their history, general assessment, the systems involved with whatever's bothering them. So it's like a quick 10-minute exam, and it's basically exactly what you're going to be doing as a doctor. And that's why it's kind of exciting in a way, because this is the real stuff. You're not just staring at a textbook and trying to piece things together. You're actually talking to a person and trying to understand what they're there and how you can help them and like build this picture together. Anyway, I had a really sweet lady and I really enjoyed talking to her, and it was just 12 minutes, that's all we got, and then we debriefed. And then we had some clinical skills where we went over some wrist assessments, and now I'm home and I have 4 hours of lecture to catch up on. So hi guys, it's Thursday, almost 10 p.m. already. I had OMM today. I think we finished out our techniques for the upper extremity. Then we went to Portland with my friend to get some food and studied, and then I had research club after that, and I played some volleyball to finish the day off. So now that I'm home, I've just been studying. We have a big exam coming up next week, Friday, and it's going to be over the material that we learned these past 3 weeks, or these 2 weeks and the upcoming next week. And so I've just been trying to kind of condense the PowerPoints that I have into a doc so it can be easier to access later when I'm reviewing for the test specific questions. So I'm going to work on that the rest of the night. At the same time, intermittently for a break, I watch Sketchy Farm on the antimicrobials, and that's it. Hopefully I'm going to get a lot of studying done tonight, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. The antibacterial sketchy sketches make me want to watch Star Wars because they're all Star Wars themed, except that I don't have time for that. So I've been up working on filling out my review doc. I feel like I've been working pretty slow, and that's why it's already 2 in the morning and I'm still working on it. I also usually focus a lot better at night, so I have been in like this last 2 hours doing a lot more work than I probably did during the day. And also the nice thing is I'm not going to lecture tomorrow morning, so I get to sleep in. So it's better that I just focus and get a lot of stuff done now, because I know I won't be able to get as much done tomorrow morning versus tonight. Good afternoon, it's finally Friday. We are gonna have a long day today. I skipped out on morning lecture, and I have donor coming up for 4 hours, so anatomy lab. And so after that I'm gonna have to come back home and watch the 4-hour recorded lecture. I have to finish taking some notes, and I wanna get a lot of stuff done because my boyfriend's coming to visit me for the weekend, so I wanna get as much work done as possible right now. So it'll be a busy day, but let's get started. It's so nice outside right now. It sucks to know that I just spent 4 hours in anatomy lab indoors, and instead of going out to enjoy this weather, I'm now going back inside into my room to study more. So it's almost midnight Friday. We finished going over the lecture that we missed from this morning, and now I think I'm going to try to do one of the practice exams for anatomy. Next week we have our exam for weeks 4, 5, 6, and then the week after that is our block week, when we have a crazy amount of exams on all different things like anatomy, live anatomy, OMM, special tests, patient history, we have the medical knowledge, so just a lot of different things. It's been hard to try and figure out what I should focus on, because I feel like one day I'm stressing out about how much I know about medical knowledge, so I focus on that, and then the next day, like today, we had anatomy, and I realized how much of anatomy I also don't know, so now I feel like I forgot all about medical knowledge and have been focusing on anatomy. Medical school is so much information, and sometimes it's hard to filter what to focus on, because it seems like there's just so much to learn and just not enough time to learn everything. So I'm trying to keep it balanced and give each aspect an equal amount of attention. So I'm going to finish up anatomy today, and I think go to bed after that, because it's been a pretty long day. So yeah, my week basically comes to an end like this. I'm gonna get to see my boyfriend tomorrow, so it's gonna be really exciting, and I'm gonna get to take a break from medical school in a way because of that. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna see you guys on Sunday. Have a good weekend and see you soon.